Um, Man, it's hard to describe for real. Like actually realizing, that we look. See all this? See all that shit? Look. Who you think creates all that? It wasn't no God separate from you that created that. And first of all, ain't no God like that exists anyway. All right. Religion, materialism meaning refusing validity to the fact that consciousness can exist, function, and maintain its stability in an existence, in a valid, legitimate existence. Just as much so as this one, non-physically focused. All right, that's what I refer to as materialism, by the way. Side note. All right, religion and that materialism, they are the two biggest contradictions in this mystical plane of reality we're in. This is a training system for emerging consciousness. All right. Before, however many times you reincarnate here. Look, first of all, on another side note, all right. Reincarnation. Whether or not you believe in it, it's the rule. All right. Period. All right. It's for development of personalities, personality essences of entities, greater entities. Period. Non-physically. It's how they develop. It's how they're challenged. Otherwise, you would become stagnant. Whatever the hell religious people call heaven, that particular astral plane, the third plane, Summerland, whatever it is. Of course, that's an illusion. It's not an illusion in terms of it's real. It's an astral plane, but it's not like what religion's twisted it to mean. It's nothing like that. It's a particular plane in the astral plane. It's where form still matters, in non-physical life, and thought creates reality instantly. See here, there's a lapse. This is the most dense. Physical matter is the most dense, approximation of matter pretty much on the whole scale, of non-physical and physical existence. We're on the world the most densest. So creation in terms of you create your own reality, and by the way, that means that doesn't say you create the fucking universe. So people say, "Oh, I'm God." No, that doesn't mean that. It means you create your particular plane. You and all the other inhabitants of it individually create yours, and collectively create at large in agreement. This is on a non direct communication, physical, sense communication level. No, it's psychic sense or psychic energy. All right, there's nothing magical or nothing laughy or nothing fucking phooey about that. It's fucking actually pretty basic. All right, psychic energy, psychic, what they call ESP and telepathy. There's nothing fucking funny about that or anything. I mean, you can laugh if you want. That's just pathetic, actually, if you laugh at that, because it's basic shit. All right, your physical senses are camouflage. All right, they're valid. They're valid in terms of physical existence and everything you register in that everything in that experience, memories, and existence. Developing the entity you are, non-physically. They're valid in that terms. It's very valid. I'm not trying to take away from that. People think I do, and I'm trying to put focus on the non-physical. No, I'm only putting focus on the non-physical because you motherfuckers have shut it completely out. Period. You've made fucking physical existence into way more painful than it was originally intended, and it's a complete abomination at that. Considering, just the whole work thing, work your fucking life away, paying to live on a planet didn't cost a dime to produce, and fucking materialism, and just not the other materialism, the regular materialism I'm referring to now, just being overly fucking focused here, thinking this is all there is, and after death, then that there's nothing. That's so fucking limiting, and it's so. And I understand people are at their point of development for a reason. They're not going to get something they're not going to get when they're not ready for it. I'm not trying to jump past that, all right? But getting off topic, but getting way off topic. That's just me and my mind goes 80 different directions and is able to maintain somewhat of a place in all of them. But nevertheless, it don't appear that way to the outside. Obviously, motherfuckers thinking, oh God, he's just going 90 different directions. He can't even fucking stay on topic. Oh, actually, my mind can stay on that topic I was originally started on. No, it don't sound like that to y'all, but y'all ain't up here. But anyway, back to the reality creation. Like I said, with all this, well, not that fucking traffic, bunch of bozos. Anyway, we create all this. You create your physical body. You create minute by minute. Second by second. You are creating it. There's an inner ego, all right? It organizes and directs the activities and the psychic energy and directs it for your physical senses and your physical self to form it on an unconscious level. There's a veil down where you don't get to access between life, information and not in like other existences, you know, other previous incarnations, whatever, or just stuff you're doing in between lives. You got a lot of shit going on between lives and on the astral planes. You do it in your sleep. You leave every night in your sleep. You handle shit. You got shit going. Shit has to be taken care of, all right? I mean, that's just a fact. But the reality creation, you create this world individually and collectively. It's both, you know. Your own reality you create. But here where we live, we all create this, and it's joint efforts. It's things that are agreed upon, you know, images, symbols, objects they're agreed upon. This is on a non you know, direct communication, physical communication level. Telepathy is, you know, thought transference. That's nothing magical. That's pretty fucking basic. All right, get out of this fucking thinking of, oh, he's into that stuff. There's no that stuff. That's fucking called reality as it exists aside from your limited little three-dimensional one that you're currently focused in for development, that you agreed and chose particularly your life in specifically in the conditions of it for your development. All right, you not being aware of that thought process and the reasoning behind it and the entity's greater development that you're a part of non-physically has nothing to do with you needing fucking verification of it when you ain't supposed to have access to it in the first damn place. You don't need it. You need to be focused here to handle this so that experience and that development can apply to the entity of which you are part. All right, acting like that because you don't have direct knowledge of it, or you know, or weren't aware of it, that doesn't make it valid. That doesn't even make sense. You're not even acknowledging the bigger factors, first of all, and that don't even begin to get into the fact that it's completely illogical. I mean, logic has a lot of reasoning, and logic is very useful. It's required, almost, you know, not almost, it is. All right, but your intuition, you know, people that place either too much emphasis on the intuition or the reasoning factors, you know, they end up stuck. They end up stuck in whatever, like, you know, most people are, which is stuck here in the physical. You know, we're supposed to be focused here, but you gotta maintain some type of awareness, at least at some point start seeking some type of conscious awareness of what's beyond this, because you know it's not all there is. I mean, I ain't even gonna tell you that. You know that. I mean, that's inside. You know it. You know. That's not something that you need to discuss with somebody else. You feel it in the core aspects of your being and who you are on a just a foundational level. You know what I'm saying? In your soul, in your fucking, you know. And I don't even like the term soul because of the religious connotations and all the other bullshit tied to it. But the soul is valid, all right? And because religion and whoever else tainting the word spirit and soul, that does not make them any less valid or applicable legitimately and reasonably in contexts that apply outside of this limited little, you know, plane of development existence we're in. All right, stop acting like the term spirit and soul is fucking something. Ooh, he's going to be talking about, you know, stuff that you know, stuff that can't be verified or stuff that's not real. That is so fucking low level, man. That's so low level. All right. These are common terms. They should be in common language in terms of progress as a species, and just in fucking simple communication and progress. All right, on a personal and a collective level, on an individual and collective level. These terms should not be avoided. All right, they should be shunned upon or uncomfortable. There's nothing uncomfortable about the word soul or spirit just because religion has tainted it. I know I just went off in about 10, 20 different fucking directions, y'all, but I gotta end this shit because I'm about to stop at the store up here and I gotta handle some shit. So, peace.